Welcome to JD Roastery. Today we're going to talk about how to make coffee with the French press. Check out the blog post at jdroastery.com with more detailed instructions. As usual, the first thing we're going to do is boil some clean fresh water. We always want water that's fresh off the boil. Today we're going to use a ratio of 60 grams per liter. So for a 700 milliliter brew, we're going to use 42 grams. Now you can go from 60 grams per liter to 75 grams per liter for this type of French press immersion method. So today we're going to use 42 grams of coffee for our brew. If you're interested in immersion method, a great method also is the Clever Dripper, which we have a video on, and also the AeroPress. Those actually combine an immersion method with a filter. You may have heard that some people actually run their French press coffee through a filter. So today we're going to use medium grind. A lot of the recipes out there will tell you to use the coarse grind, but the recipe that we like calls for a medium grind. If you look up French press recipes online, you'll find probably at least 10 and none of them will be the same. So most of them will call for coarse. We're going to use medium. We're using the OXO French press that has that grounds lifter that I just showed you. It's supposed to help make it a little bit easier to clean up at the end. So what we want to do is use 2 to 3 times the weight of the coffee in water and swirl and stir it if there's any kind of dry pockets. There's still some dry ground, so what I want to go ahead and do is give it a swirl, and then I'm going to actually use a wooden spoon to kind of stir it up some more. We don't want to use metal spoons just in case we hit the glass and it breaks. So wood, bamboo, those materials are generally a little bit better. We're going to let this bloom for about 45 seconds and degas. If you're in a rush, you could probably only do 30 seconds if you want. But after that, we're going to add the rest of the water, give it another stir, and wait 4 minutes. During this 4-minute process, all of those grounds are going to start dripping to the bottom. And we want that to happen because what ends up happening with French press is that a lot of times it gets a little bit muddy because you have so many fine coffee particles in your coffee, and then it just kind of causes it to start tasting a little bit bitter after a while because it continues to extract that coffee. So during this 4 minutes, we want everything to fall down to the bottom. And what's important about this part is we're only going to plunge just to the surface. We don't want to plunge all the way down because that's just going to stir everything back up. We're going to plunge down and just use this to kind of strain out the larger particles that may still be sitting on top of our brew. Pour really gently because you don't want to stir up everything again, and enjoy your cup of coffee. So now we're going to see how convenient this OXO French press is to clean. Usually you can't pour ground coffee down your drain, so you want to get it out and get it into your trash or get it into your compost. So this works pretty well in getting everything out. There's only a little bit of coffee left. I wouldn't be too worried about putting that down the drain or putting that in the trash can. So let us know what you think. Check out the blog at jdroastery.com, and thanks for watching.